Lately on YouTube and X, I can see that many people talking about agentic loops. They're saying that this is new trend which will stay with us forever. Someone saying that future of software engineering is basically observing and maintaining those loops rather than just doing simple prompting as we're doing on a daily basis right now. But is it valid statement? Let's first of all figure out what is agentic loop and how to work with this. So previously you could just send the prompt and get the response from the model. Yes, sometimes it matches your expectations, sometimes not, especially if you're sending much complex prompt and have much more requirements. And the agentic loop is about to put additional steps between prompt and the response. The models right now might verify if outcome matches your initial requirements and goal, modify this if needed, and only after that send you the response. To understand the difference better between two approaches, let's create a simple trading application by using exactly same model, same prompt for previous approach, means this single prompt execution, and loop engineering, and just compare the outcome between both. So here you can see the prompt I used to build two applications. The prompt is quite complex and contains many requirements. The most important here is overall goal, which describes the goal which should be achieved after the implementation. So the first application, which was created by single prompt execution, is quite complex in my opinion, looks good. It has proper design, it has trading terminal, portfolio, looks overall okay for me, but it still doesn't really match initial requirements we gave before. Because if you compare it with the loop execution one, here we can already see the landing page, at least. We can see the signing in options, which allows you to log in and register customer. It has also many nice features like portfolio, orders, wallet, and visually also looks okay. But the real magic happens when we look at the code base of both. So the single prompt execution created for us just two files which are really far away from real commercial application. Meanwhile, the agentic loop created for us already real commercial application, which is extendable, where you can add tests and do really what you usually do in from commercial applications. And when you look at the Claude code for single prompt execution, it's after sending the prompt, it started immediately implementing the application. Meanwhile, for loop, after sending the prompt, it first of all set up a goal, it created the plan of implementing, and started actual implementation. And the most interesting part here is that loop could verify itself automatically. So first of all, it spotted that some pages are missed. Later, it found out that, okay, here's the authentication part is missing, and the loop had 3 iterations in order to achieve the goal. Of course, loop will not create for you 100% commercial application which is already working in production. For sure, human interaction is needed here, but I just wanted to show you the difference between both, just to visually represent that indeed during goal prompt execution, it looks completely different rather than just for the single prompt execution. This example of agentic loop wasn't that complex. Visually for you, it's basically just Claude code where you can paste the single prompt or execute the goal command. However, when we're speaking about different types of loops, Claude code, for example, can give you possibility to use the loop command where you can set up the specific interval. For example, execute this prompt every 15 minutes, every 30 minutes, every day at 4 a.m., for example. And those loops, usually a little bit more complex, they are used for code reviews, for testing loops, etc., etc. Also, this is just very general example how to use it. Of course, you can implement the agentic loop on a different ways. For example, you can use Agent SDK from Anthropic, which will allow you to execute such loops from the code. So it's like really matter of you and like up to you to decide how exactly you want to implement such loop. That's it. Thank you very much for watching and subscribe to my channel if you like it.